Hi guys, today we are going to do bitwise not operator. So in the previous operators, we had seen that they were binary operators. That is, they required at least two operands in order to give a result. But not operators is a unary operator. That is, you can provide even one value and it would give the result, right? So you know what exactly not operators do. So in case of not operators, 0 is converted to 1 and 1 is converted to 0 if we are performing not on it. In case of Java, not operated is signified by a tilde symbol. Okay, so for example, if we are given x is equal to 1 and we would have to perform not operation of it. So before that, we know that every integer in case of Java is represented in a 32-bit format. So it would be represented as 0 0 followed by 28 zeros and 0 1, right? So this is the representation of x is equal to 1 in Java. And for not of x, every 0 would be converted to 1 and every 1 would be converted to 0. So not of x would be equal to 1 0 1 1 and followed by 1 0, right? Before that, before seeing what exactly the value of not of x would be, I would like to say you how do you exactly distinguish between a negative number and a positive number in Java. You would always have to see the first bit in order to see what is the sign of the particular integer. If it is 0, it is a positive number, and if it is a 1, it is a negative number. So now we have known that this particular not of x would be giving me a negative integer as an output. So how do you exactly represent negative number in Java? In Java, the negative numbers are represented by numbers is represented by a 2's complement. So in order to find out the value of a particular negative number, minus x is always represented by 2 to the power 32 minus x. So we know that there are 32-bit the integer is represented in the 32-bit format. So the maximum value of an integer in negative would be 1 1 1 1. This would be the maximum value, and this would be equal to 2 to the power 32 minus 1. So if we are asked, so this is how minus 1 would be represented. So if we are asked what is the value of this particular binary sequence, it would be equal to so the initial value would be 2 to the power 32 minus 1, and since we have subtracted 1 from it, see the last bit is 0, so we have subtracted 1 from it, so it would be minus 1 again. So it would be equal to 2 to the power 32 minus 1, and we would be getting 2 to the power 32 minus 2, right? So this particular binary sequence would be giving me a value of minus 2 in integer. So this is how a negative number is represented in Java, and this is the particular binary sequence in order to get minus 2. So let's just go to our idea console and see what we are getting as an output when we are performing not operation on x is equal to 1. So according to our calculations that we have done till now, we should get minus 2 as our output. So let's check. So let me remove the initial code that was present here. So int x is equal to 1, and let's just print not of x as our output here. So not is represented by tilde. If I run this particular code, it's building, and we got minus 2 as our output. So if you still have any confusion, we would do another operation of not and we would see what we are getting as our output then. So let me just remove this particular section of code of screen. Yeah, so let's take the input as let's take an example that x is equal to 5. So let's take our input as x is equal to 5. Okay, so 5 would be in binary format representation would be 0 followed by 28, suppose 28 zeros, and we would be getting 0 1 0 1. So this is equal to 4, and sorry, it would be 27 zeros, and then we have 0 1 0 1. If we are performing not of x, we do not know the value yet. So what we would do, that 0 would be converted to 1, dot 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 1, again 0 is converted to 1, 1 is converted to 0, 0 is converted to 1, and 1 is converted to 0. So 1 1 1, 1 followed by 27 ones, 1 0 1 0. So from the initial value of all ones, that is 2 to the power 32 minus 1, I have subtracted 5 from it, right? 2 to the power 32 minus 1, I have subtracted 5 from it. So I would be getting the value as 2 to the power 32 minus 6. So since we had learned that for a negative number minus x in Java, it is represented by 2 to the power 32 minus x. So you can see that since it is 2 to the power 32 minus x, the value of the binary sequence is equal to 2 to the power 32 minus 6. Therefore, it would be generating me a value of minus 6 in integer in Java. So if we perform NOT operation on x is equal to 5, we should get minus 6 as our output. This particular thing would be really helpful in case when you are asked to find out output of a particular NOT operation, and you can just perform this particular thing that I've taught you right now, and you can get the output of that particular operation, right? So let's go to our idea and let's just put x is equal to 5 and run our code, and let's see whether we are getting minus 6 as our output. So we are getting minus 6 as our output. So the operation that we had done earlier was giving us the right value. So this is how you perform NOT operation in Java and you get the particular result of it. So thanks for watching this video, guys. See you in the next one.